Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are exploring a massive, industry-defining shift happening right now in 2026. For decades, the fitness industry operated on a pretty simple premise. Open the doors, pack the gym with equipment, and let people come in and sweat. It was entirely reactive. But the data we're looking at today reveals something absolutely fascinating. Fitness is rapidly transforming into a highly proactive, intelligent ecosystem. It's no longer just about waiting for people to show up. It's about anticipating their needs on every conceivable level. Okay, let's dive right into this. We're breaking this down into four distinct pillars today. 1, the talent readiness gap. 2, the rise of agentic AI. 3, women lead the strength boom. And finally, 4, the new era of recovery. Starting off with Section 1, the talent readiness gap, and how we're completely redefining the fitness workforce. According to the 2026 International Sports Sciences Association hiring report, the old dynamic of just needing warm bodies to walk the gym floor and count reps, those days are over. Right now, we're facing a real talent readiness gap. Gyms aren't just looking for fitness enthusiasts anymore. They desperately need trainers who already possess practical client retention abilities, strong sales acumen, and high behavioral intelligence straight out of certification. You can't just know how to lift anymore. You actually have to know how to connect. And this gap, it's widening fast, precisely because the demand for real human connection is accelerating. The ISSA report highlights that personal training employment is projected to grow by 12% over the next decade. To put that into perspective, a 12% jump is a massive growth trajectory for any industry. This means the readiness gap isn't just a temporary blip. It's a major structural hurdle that operators have to solve right now if they want to scale. But hey, for anyone looking to build a career in the fitness business, this means it's one of the most secure trajectories available right now. When we look at the major gym chains, the numbers are pretty staggering. Snap Fitness is actively searching the globe to fill a deficit of 4,000 trainers. Meanwhile, Anytime Fitness is facing a shortfall of roughly 1,300 coaches just across its domestic locations alone. We aren't talking about minor staffing hiccups here. These are serious operational roadblocks caused by the need for a highly skilled, proactive workforce that simply isn't being produced fast enough. Let's move to Section 2 and see how this builds. The rise of agentic AI, automating gym workflows. So with human talent facing a bottleneck, club management software companies like ABC Fitness are stepping in to automate the back end in ways we've never seen before. If you've been around the industry for a while, you probably remember the early days of gym software, right? Reactive, pretty clunky, and mostly reliant on basic automated text responses. Well, agentic AI is a complete paradigm shift. These are proactive AI models that autonomously handle complex back-end workflows. We're talking intelligent billing, automatic revenue recovery, and instant lead management. It's essentially a proactive digital nervous system for a gym that identifies issues and fixes them before a human manager even realizes there's a problem. And this brilliantly illustrates the impact. In early pilots focusing just on automated billing workflows, agentic AI generated a 30 to 40% improvement in successful payment retries compared to the old pre-AI baseline. Think about what that means for a gym's bottom line and the overall member experience. It proactively prevents those incredibly awkward front desk conversations where a staff member has to literally chase someone down mid-workout for a declined credit card. It's seamless, it's invisible to the consumer, and it's highly proactive. Pivoting over to the consumer side of the equation, here's Section 3. Women lead the strength boom, the member evolution. When we look at internal demographic data from luxury health club operator Lifetime, we see a totally fascinating shift. Historically, if you looked at fitness marketing targeting women, it was overwhelmingly reactive, centered around cardio machines, group studio classes, burning calories, that sort of thing. But in 2026, the data has flipped entirely. Lifting weights has officially outstripped traditional cardio to become the #1 most sought-after exercise format for female members. And the reasons behind this boom perfectly align with our macro trend. Women aren't flocking to the weight room for short-term, reactive fitness fixes. They are driven by highly proactive, long-term health planning. The core drivers identified here are promoting longevity, enhancing bone health to prevent future density loss, and building foundational physical confidence. They're training for the decades ahead, not just the upcoming weekend. So, the crucial point is how an operator actually supports this massive demographic shift. Lifetime didn't just buy more dumbbells. They met this demand with an expansive network of over 1,900 female personal trainers, combined with targeted digital app programming. They built a real infrastructure to proactively guide these members through their strength journeys. It proves that understanding your demographic shift is really only half the battle. You have to have the systemic infrastructure to actually support it. Which brings us to our final pillar, Section 4, the new era of recovery, changing alternative sports culture. We've looked at the workforce and the gyms, but this proactive mindset is even infiltrating extreme sports. Now, what's really interesting here is this iconic three-word phrase, walk it off. For generations, this was the governing philosophy of extreme action sports. Talk about the ultimate reactive mindset. You push your body to the absolute limit, you inevitably break a bone, and you just walk it off. But today, the realities of longevity have caught up with the culture, and this outdated philosophy is being aggressively left behind. And honestly, nothing proves this cultural shift better than this. Skateboarding royalty Tony Hawk, who was basically the poster child for the old skate until you break era, has officially partnered with supplement giant Cornell for their Move Like a Champion campaign. This isn't just another celebrity endorsement. It represents a massive, surprising shift in his personal philosophy toward active wellness. It validates that proactive recovery has fully penetrated cultures that used to pride themselves on entirely ignoring it. So what does this actually look like in practice? Athletes are now adopting what we can call the new proactive wellness stock. Step 1, proactive joint supplementation to protect the hardware before it grinds down. Step 2, cellular recovery to repair the damage at a microscopic level after intense sessions. And step 3, structured sleep schedules. They're treating rest not as a luxury, but as a mandatory biological necessity. And this stack isn't just for pro skaters anymore. It's something everyday consumers are actively adopting to manage their own longevity. When you pull all of these threads together, the macro trend becomes absolutely undeniable. Whether it's gyms realizing they need trainers with high behavioral intelligence, software companies deploying agentic AI to fix billing before a card bounces, women lifting heavy to build lifelong bone density, or extreme athletes utilizing cellular recovery to keep riding into their later years, the fitness industry is no longer waiting for problems to happen. We are collectively building a much smarter, fundamentally proactive future. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one critical question to ask yourself today. Are your fitness strategies or your business models still stuck in the reactive past? The data shows exactly where the industry is heading in 2026 and beyond. The only question is, are you ready to get ahead of it? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this sparks some incredible proactive changes for you moving forward.